Welcome back to today's second stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Today, specifically, I want to talk about the news of a recurring stimulus check. I know a lot of people have been asking, so I'm going to address that in today's video. I'm also going to talk about the $4,000 tax credit and why this is a good thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will address that in today's video as well. Also, I want to explain about Social Security, SSI, Ssdi. People have been asking, will we receive a second stimulus check? So I'm going to address that in today's video as well. I want to end by talking about how essential workers are getting help right now. So if you are considered an essential worker, then stick around, watch this entire video because I have something for you. And the last thing I want to do, I want to show you an easy way to make money online. I'm going to show you an easy and free way to make money using Facebook. So make sure you stick around till the end of this video and I will get to that. Now, over the last couple of days, I have recorded and published multiple videos just talking about stimulus checks and the next stimulus package. If you are enjoying all of these stimulus updates, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It just helps out this video. So let's jump into this video. Let's talk about the recurring stimulus check. Now, I got a lot of questions recently and they all state, is it true we are getting a recurring stimulus check? The answer to that question is no. As of right now, there is really no talks on a recurring stimulus check. Now, would it be great? Yes, it would. Would it be helpful? Obviously it would. Would most people benefit from a monthly recurring stimulus check? Yes. I think everybody would agree that would be the best thing for most American people. However, that's not the case. As of right now, okay, these handful of reports that I've been seeing, by reading about, been watching a few videos where people have been saying there are talks on a recurring stimulus check. There are not talks. The handful of reports that talk about a recurring stimulus check all stem from one letter. This one letter was written to Congress by 156 economists. I talked about this in a video I think I did 2 days ago. I think I did on Sunday. Okay, so this letter was pretty much just a letter written to Congress stating how recurring and direct payments to the American people would greatly benefit the economy. And that is true, it would. But here's the thing. The Senate is not interested in a recurring stimulus check. They've seen proposals on a recurring stimulus check. However, they always get shut down. None have passed, right? So, as of right now, the $1,200 one-time stimulus check is really all that's on the table. And from what we've been hearing recently is the $1,200 one-time stimulus check is probably going to be the biggest stimulus check that we receive. It could be less than $1,200. It could be $1,000 or less. Again, we don't know. We are still about 6 days away from getting answers from the Senate. So again, we're just gonna have to wait and see as far as what the next stimulus check looks like and who's gonna receive it. Now, over the last few videos that I have done, or actually over the last probably 5 to 6 videos that I have published here on this channel, I have left out one thing, and that is the $4,000 tax credit, which would go towards travel and vacations. Now, this is, in my opinion, it's a decent tax credit. It's really good if you have money, but if you don't have money, it just doesn't help you. Now, here's what I want you to understand. This $4,000 tax credit would solely be used for traveling and going on vacations. And as of right now, it would be any vacation or any travel, away from your home by at least 50 miles. And I believe you have to spend at least $50 or more to make that purchase a qualifying purchase. But here's the reason why I like this. Because studies have shown that 1 out of every 10 people that are being affected, inside the travel and hospitality industries. So that means if 20 people, 2 of those people are being affected. Maybe they work at a hotel. Maybe they do dry cleaning for the hotel. If the hotel is not getting any people to visit and stay with them, do they need to have the dry cleaning done? No, they don't. This is where the number really gets blown up, because the hotels, okay, or even airlines, even travel companies, all these different industries are getting hit and hammered. So 1 out of every 10 people that you know are currently being affected inside the travel and hospitality industry. That's just 2 industries, and those are huge. So we really need to help out these 2 industries. One of the best ways to do that right now is actually one of 2 things. The government can step in and just do a complete bailout. However, they are not going to be able to bail out every single company. They're going to do bailouts for the big companies, airlines, big hotel chains. Those are the ones that are going to get the bailouts. The little guys, the small businesses, are not going to be bailed out. And this is why it's a problem. This is why the best way to really solve this issue is to entice the American people to infuse money into these industries. And the best way to do that is with the tax credit. But here's the other issue. And this goes back to the stimulus check. This only helps if you have money. You can only spend the money you have. If your credit cards are maxed out and your bank account's at zero, you have no ability to spend money on travel or vacations. So because of that, it doesn't matter how much the US government tries to incentivize us to spend money inside these industries, it will not work. So this is why the second stimulus check is so important to the travel industries, to the hospitality industries, to other industries as well, to retail. It is vitally important that the US government gives us a second stimulus check. And not just to people that are making less than $40,000 a year. To pretty much everybody that received the first stimulus check needs the second stimulus check to really help the economy grow. And the last thing, probably the biggest problem of them all, is nobody is going to travel if they can help it, if it is not safe to do so. It's just pointless. Why would I go and risk my health to sit on an airplane to go travel to a overcrowded theme park when all these people are now being infected? They all are being tested positive for COVID simply because they went on an airplane, they went and did all this stuff. Maybe they wore their mask, maybe they didn't, who knows? But what I do know is if it's not safe to fly and travel and go on vacations, I'm not doing it. Now, I received a question from a viewer a couple days back. Her name is Sherry Patson. Hopefully I said that right. But she simply asked, are the SSI and Ssdi people going to be included in the second stimulus? Now, I'm just going to assume when she said second stimulus, she is talking about the second stimulus check. Okay? So I'm going to address that, and then I'll address the next stimulus package as well. But would people on SSI and Ssdi be included in the second stimulus check? My answer is yes. As of right now, the way that the HEROES Act is written, the second stimulus check would go to every single person that received the first stimulus check. In addition, it would also go to people that didn't receive it. For example, if you had back child support, you didn't receive your first stimulus check, but you would receive this one. If you were over the age of 17 and you were a dependent, you didn't receive a stimulus check last time, but you would this time, and it would also be retroactive where you would receive the last stimulus check as well. Now, I wanted to point that out, but I also want to state that as of right now, Mitch McConnell has stated that he is writing his own bill. And if he does write his own bill, then chances are the HEROES Act will be off the table. They will not even consider that. He's going to use his bill as the starting point, and Democrats and Republicans can kind of add to it as they wish, and they will negotiate from there. So I wanted to bring that up simply because, as of right now, if for some reason the HEROES Act doesn't pass, that means that we don't know who is going to qualify for the second stimulus check. Now, in regards to a stimulus package, is there anything in there for people on SSI and Ssdi? Well, the main thing would be the pretty much the vacation tax credit, that $4,000 tax credit I just talked about. Hopefully a stimulus check. I don't know if there'll be some type of boost for people on Social Security. That's something we're just going to have to wait and see on as well. But what I do know is, as of right now, there's so many things, so many questions up in the air that we really need answered. Finally, for all you essential workers out there, first off, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done, all that you've put yourself and your family through. Now, I know it's not over. You're still working. You're still risking your health. But I have some good news. There has been help for essential workers. Okay, I was getting tired. I was getting completely tired of essential workers being just overlooked. So I went out on my own and did some digging yesterday. And here's what I found. I talked to multiple people. I sent out probably dozens of emails, and I got answers back. So there are companies out there doing their own form of hazard pay bonuses. Now, they're not going to go and send you just random checks. They're not going to go and send you $10,000 like you could potentially get in the HEROES Act. However, there are companies out there doing their part to help out those essential workers. So, here's what I found out. There are certain credit card companies that have waived 1 month's worth of a payment. So what that simply means is, instead of, if let's say you have a credit card that you need to pay, your monthly payment, your minimum monthly payment is $125, they will simply take that $125 that you're going to pay and say that you paid it, even though you didn't. They will simply waive that. And so it'll be like they just gave you a $125 bonus. Now, as to what credit card companies those are, I didn't go into that much detail when I sent out all these emails, but I do know there were a couple, right? Were they the same company? Could have been, but there were two people that said their credit card companies did waive 1 month's worth of their payment. So that's pretty good. Another one, local internet companies have been giving free internet for the remainder of the year. So if you do have internet, let's, for example, my internet that I pay, I believe it's like $82 a month. If I was an essential worker, I could potentially get $82 per month for free because I'm an essential worker. That was the bonus they are giving. So call your local internet companies, call your local utility companies, and see, do you offer anything for essential workers? I understand it's going to be a little bit of work to go and get these bonuses or discounts or credits. But again, it's something that you could do if you are really fighting for some type of bonus for all you essential workers. Again, I wish I could do more. I wish I could give everybody money, but obviously I can't do that. There's more essential workers than I have of money. So because of that, obviously, I can't do it, but I wish I could. Also, banks and specifically credit unions have been offering for people that have existing auto loans. Here's what I thought was cool. They are offering interest-free payments. Interest-free payments for 6 to 12 months. So if you are an essential worker, depending on which bank you go through and which credit union you are currently banking with, you could potentially get an interest-free loan. So it's not a new loan. From what I hear, it is. So this person said they have a $300 auto loan payment and they pay about $17 per month in interest. So what this means is they would technically pay $283 per month as opposed to the $300. So they'll save $17 per month just from their auto loan. So again, it's a good thing. It's a little bit of money, but all these little bits and pieces does add up. Now, another one that I saw, and this is one that I personally saw as well, our stores are offering discounts. Retail stores are offering discounts. Local grocery stores are offering discounts. Local pharmacies are offering discounts. And also, bigger retail stores are offering discounts as well. For example, one that I personally saw myself, and I wasn't able to take part of it because I'm not an essential worker. However, there's a store, it's called Under Armour. You may know about it. It's a sporting goods store. Or they sell clothing and stuff like that. Under Armour, right? Big brand. They were offering 40% off 2 weeks ago for all essential workers. So all essential workers should go into that store and get 40% off their entire purchase. And the cool thing about it was these stores are trying to get customers in the door. So if you were to go obviously wear your mask, stay safe. You'll put the hand sanitizer on, stay 6 feet away. But if you go into these stores, they might say, essential workers, additional, 20%, 30%, 40%. In this store, it was an additional 40%. And that was on top of the additional 70% of already discounted products. So for a shirt that was $100, you get 70% off. So it's now down to $30. And then you would have gotten an additional 40% off that $30 price. That's pretty good for a $100 product. Okay, so again, just go out there and see. Now, I don't know where you spend your money. I don't know what companies you use. I don't know where you bank, if you have an auto loan or anything like that. So go out there, reach out to some of these companies and just see, hey, I was just wondering, I am an essential worker. I work here or here. And I was just wondering, do you offer any type of discount for people, in my field? Again, what's the harm in asking? They may say no, or maybe they say, yes, we do offer a discount for all you essential workers, and this is what you get. Now, before I show you how to make easy money on Facebook for absolutely nothing, absolutely free, I want to get into today's COVID-19 news. Now, as of yesterday afternoon, California is back on a lockdown. Governor Gavin Newsom said, or he pretty much mandated that all bars, restaurants, wineries, places like that cannot have any eat-in service. So, it's also been noted that bars cannot have anybody drinking outside. So because bars, restaurants, gyms, movie theaters, zoos, and amusement parks are all pretty much shutting down again. He's also stated that because of where they are currently at, the Los Angeles County and San Diego County will not have any in-person schooling for the remainder of 2020. So that means it will all be online to start the year. So we'll see how that goes. But what I can tell you is that being that California is the biggest state, California holds a lot of weight when it comes to what other states do. California has record COVID-19 cases. Arizona, Texas, and Florida are all up there. Because of this, I would expect over the next coming days, maybe in the next coming weeks, more states will follow what California has just done. Now, California does have stuff that is open. You can go and do different things. However, what California is doing right now, trying to prevent the surge even further, the spread even further and faster, what they are doing, I anticipate more states will jump on board, will shut stuff down. So just be aware of that. And that is the reason why I want you to stay safe. Wear a mask if you can or want to. Try to stay 6 feet away from everybody. Always wash your hands. Always use hand sanitizer. Now, in addition to that, if places are shut down, if your business is currently not working, or you're not open, you're not making any money, that is the reason why I want you to stick around a few minutes longer, and I'm going to show you how to make easy money for free on Facebook. So if you're ready, let's go. So right here I have the steps that you can follow to start making money on Facebook. Now, here are the steps. First step, step number 1. I need you to join a website called clickbank.com. This is the website right here. It looks just like this. You come to clickbank.com and go and sign up. Now, what you are signing up for is you are signing up for an affiliate marketplace, which simply means they're going to give you a bunch of products you can go and promote. If somebody buys the product that you promote, you make a small commission, which their commission in most cases is about 75%. So, if you promote a product and it sells for let's say $40, and you make 75% commission, you would have just made $30 off of one single sale. Now, that's step 1. Step 2, you're going to search and find products to promote. Again, you're going to do that right here on ClickBank. Now, let me show you kind of the products they have. I'm not going to log into my account right now, but these are some of the products that you will find. Okay, Carb Shifting Keto sells for $7. Natural Synergy sells for $47. The Power of Hormones, $39.95. Okay, you get an idea. Now these are just some of them. Okay, they have a lot. They have a lot of different products. Now it just shows 5, but they got a lot more. Okay, so that's what you're going to go and do. You're going to promote different products, right? Now, step number 3, this is where you're really making the money, is you join niche-specific Facebook groups. So, jump over here to Facebook, and let's say I'm going to do fitness stuff, right? So I'm just type in fitness. Once you type in fitness up in the search bar, you want to go down here to groups. I'm going to click on groups. What you need to do is you need to join a bunch of these different fitness groups. Like this one, Health, Fitness, and Nutritional Tips. There's 50,000 members. That means there is a possibility you can get in front of 50,000 people. All you got to do is sell one product. One product in 50,000 people should be pretty easy. This group has over 1 million members. That's even easier. Now, once you join those groups, it's going to take you probably a few hours for the admins to accept you. But once they accept you, you're going to go through their group and you're going to comment on other people's posts. Now, if someone asks, what's the best way to lose weight on keto, right? And you could go and say, well, the best way is you need to get your body into ketosis as quickly as possible and for as long as possible, right? That's the first step. Drink a lot of water, do a little exercise, keep your heart rate up, don't have sugars, all this stuff, right? And when you go and comment there, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add that person as a friend. Problem thinking, well, why do I do that? Well, the reason you do that is because you need to do that to get to the next step. Once you add them as a friend, okay? And again, there's a bunch of people that you can add. Join all these groups. Once you add them as a friend, the next thing you want to do, whether they accept you as a friend or not, okay, it's easier when they accept you because now they've seen your name, they know who you are, they know how you helped, so they have that connection. But once they accept you or not, you're going to send them a private message to your new friend to help them solve their problem. For example, remember I just said, well, how do I lose weight on a keto diet, right? Let's say I join this group. Well, I go and answer that question. This is what I do. I make sure you're in ketosis, all that stuff. Well, when you send them a private message, you're going to help them solve their problem. So here's where you would really help them. You'd be like, okay, so I mentioned you need to get your body into ketosis. Well, what I didn't mention is these are steps I did to keep my body into ketosis, right? Drink keto coffee, do this and that, drink lots of water, don't eat certain fruits or vegetables, eat this and that, right? And so you make sure you do whatever you can. Get the the keto stick so you can test, see if your body is there yet. And so you give them all this additional information, additional value. And by giving them more value, they're more likely to read it and actually do what you're saying, probably respond back. Now, when they respond back, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to wait for the right time, the perfect time, to link to the product that you want to promote here on ClickBank. You want to wait and really try to push it in there, but in a sneaky way. Kind of sneak it in there, because you don't want to be like, oh, here's my affiliate link, go buy it, I'm going to make $30. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is, let's say you just mentioned about how to get your body into ketosis. Well, they could be like, okay, well, I like that. I can get my body into ketosis, but the problem is I'm not working out enough, or I just don't have time to do, go to the gym and do all this stuff, right? So what you can do is you can be like, well, what I recommend is you don't go to the gym. What I recommend is you do like home workouts. That would be the best thing for you. Let's see, don't worry about that. But then I'd say, okay, I'd recommend you do like this workout and do like, flutter kicks and do some type of squats. Do try to get a resistance band. Do some, hammer curls. Do all the stuff, right? And you go and tell them what they can do. And then you end it with, if you need additional help, all I suggest is you go and check out this product right here. And you provide a link to the product. And again, you do all that through Facebook. Now, at the very end, you can continue to talk with them, continue to work with them. Maybe they don't want to buy that course. Maybe they're wondering, well, what kind of resistance bands do you have? Well, if they ask you that, just send them over to Amazon to buy a specific set of resistance bands. And the nice thing about Amazon, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, you can click on a button that says become an affiliate. And you can do the exact same thing there. Now Amazon only pays you 3%. However, if they buy a $100 product, you're going to make $3. With ClickBank, somebody buys a $100 product, you're going to make closer to $75. So you can see why I'm telling you to go and join ClickBank as opposed to just joining Amazon. But again, at the very end, all you gotta do is repeat steps 4 through 6. Right? Comment on other people's posts, send them private messages, add them as a friend, solve their problems, link to the ClickBank product when the time is right. That's all you're gonna do, and you're gonna start making some money. So there you guys go. That is what you need to do to start making money right now. Easy, free money using Facebook. So if you have any questions, all you have to do, comment down below and let me know what your question is. Also, you can send me a message, a private message over on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/homemade-entrepreneur. You can ask me questions there. So again, thanks for watching the second stimulus check update and stimulus package update. If you have any questions whatsoever on the next round of stimulus, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Like always, if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys on the next one.